Okay, we're asked to graph f of x equals 3 times log base 2 of x. First thing we'll do is change the f of x to a y. And then we're going to make a t-chart and we'll start to see what values work so that we can do this easily without a calculator. Okay, if we plug the value 2 in, what we get is 3 times log base 2 of 2. But this part is equal to 1, so the y value then is 3. Now for the next point, what we're going to do is push the 3 up and make it an exponent on the x. So I want to use the same property every time. I want to use that log base 2 of 2 is equal to 1. So if I can plug in a value for x that is 2 to the something. So let's say I plug in a 4. So notice what I've done, I've just plugged in a 4, but what is that really? Really a 4 is a 2 to the 2. So if I write it this way, then what we see is that this is actually log base 2 of 2 to the 6th, because the property says a power of a power is multiplied. So right here, those two numbers are multiplied to give me 6. Then what we're going to do is use the property that pulls the 6 down in front, and I have 6 times log base 2 of 2, but that's the 1 that I wanted to use, so then the y value is 6. So we'll go back up to our t-chart and plug in a 6 right there. Okay, then we're going to do that again, but this time I'm going to use an exponent on the 2 that's negative. So I'll plug in negative 2 to the negative 1. So log base 2 of 1/2, so I'm really plugging in a 1/2, but that's a 2 to the negative 1 raised to the 3. So to be clear, that value that I just picked was 1/2. So I put it up here on our t-chart. And then we'll see what happens down here. So now I have log base 2 of 2 to the negative 1 raised to the 3. And the power of a power is multiplied, so that's log base 2 raised to the negative 3. And then that negative 3 gets pulled down in front, and I have log base 2 of 2, but that's just the number 1. Oops. That's a 1, that's a positive 1. And then the negative 3 gets pulled down, and that gets multiplied. So then that's the value that we put in our t-chart up here. Okay, so now we have enough to look at the graph. So we've got 2 over 3 up, and then 4 over 6 up, and then 1/2 over 3 down. And then when you connect those, you get that log shape. And we see that the domain is 0 to infinity, and the range is -infinity to infinity.